Some of the absolute cleanest, highest protein foods in your refrigerator right now are quietly draining your testosterone and tanking your energy levels with every single bite. Take a look at David, a guy who was doing everything completely right by the book. He hit the gym 5 days a week, slept 8 hours a night, and meticulously prepped his meals. He filled his diet with lean, heavily marketed health foods to hit his daily protein goals. Yet, instead of building muscle and feeling energized, David felt progressively worse. His strength in the gym stalled, he was hit with a strange wave of brain fog every afternoon, and his libido completely crashed. Confused, he got a comprehensive blood panel done. The results left him speechless. His testosterone levels had plummeted into the range of an average sedentary 80-year-old man. David was trapped in a hidden health paradox, completely unaware that his daily, clean, high-protein diet was actively sabotaging his master male hormone. What David eventually discovered, and what the fitness industry heavily sweeps under the rug, is that a food can be incredibly high in protein while simultaneously acting as a biochemical landmine for your endocrine system. Your body needs specific micronutrients and healthy fats to synthesize testosterone, but certain mainstream health foods contain hidden compounds that interfere with this exact process. If you are struggling with stubborn fatigue, slow recovery, or a complete lack of drive, you are likely relying on these 5 seemingly healthy protein sources right now. The first offender hiding in plain sight is processed soy protein isolate, frequently found in mainstream protein bars, meat substitutes, and plant-based protein powders. While it boasts an impressive amino acid profile on paper, soy contains exceptionally high concentrations of isoflavones, which act as phytoestrogens in the human body. When you consume these heavily processed isolates in large quantities, they can bind to your estrogen receptors, tricking your brain into signaling your testes to produce less natural testosterone. To keep your hormone production optimal, you need to ditch the highly processed plant bars and shift your focus to high-quality, single-ingredient animal proteins or grass-fed whey isolate, which support muscle synthesis without the hormonal interference. But the hormonal trap doesn't stop with plant proteins, which brings us to the second highly deceptive food, non-organic, conventionally raised factory-farmed beef. You've been told that red meat is the ultimate testosterone-boosting food, and that is true, but only if you source it correctly. Conventionally raised cattle are routinely injected with synthetic growth hormones and fed heavily contaminated grains sprayed with pesticides like glyphosate. These chemicals act as endocrine disruptors when they enter your system, binding to androgen receptors and locking out your body's natural testosterone. The solution requires a major quality shift. Stop buying cheap, mass-produced meat and prioritize grass-fed, pasture-raised beef, which contains significantly higher levels of zinc, magnesium, and healthy conjugated linoleic acid, the exact building blocks your body uses to manufacture hormones. Now, even if your meat sources are completely pristine, there is a third hidden compound sabotaging your hormones from inside your morning routine: commercial flaxseed and flax-infused protein blends. Flax seeds are celebrated as a superfood due to their high fiber and omega-3 content, making them a popular addition to healthy oatmeal bowls and green smoothies. However, flax seeds are the single richest dietary source of lignans, a compound that drastically increases the production of sex hormone-binding globulin, or SHBG. Think of SHBG as a biochemical padlock. It circulates in your bloodstream, binds tightly to your free testosterone, and renders it completely useless for muscle building and energy. To get those healthy fats without locking up your active hormones, swap out the flaxseed for chia seeds or a handful of raw walnuts, which provide the same clean energy benefits without the massive spike in SHBG. This leads us to the fourth, incredibly common fitness staple that secretly drains your masculine vitality: farm-raised Atlantic salmon. Fish is an amazing source of clean protein and essential fatty acids, but mass-produced farm-raised salmon is raised in highly cramped, toxic underwater pens. Because of this artificial environment, these fish accumulate incredibly high concentrations of persistent organic pollutants and industrial chemicals like dioxins. When you consume these toxins regularly, they accumulate in your body's fat tissues, causing chronic low-grade inflammation that directly blunts the Leydig cells in your testes from producing testosterone. To avoid this environmental trap, you must look closely at the label and ensure you are strictly buying wild-caught Alaskan or sockeye salmon, which feeds on natural marine life and keeps your system completely free of toxic hormone disruptors. Finally, the fifth food that completely derails your hormonal health is mint-flavored protein snacks and regular spearmint tea used for digestion. Many health-conscious people drink mint teas or chew on mint leaves to naturally soothe their stomachs after a massive high-protein meal. However, clinical studies have revealed that the active compounds in spearmint and peppermint induce severe oxidative stress in the hypothalamic-pituitary-gonadal axis, leading to a direct and measurable reduction in circulating total testosterone levels. If you want to optimize your digestion after a heavy lifting session without crushing your androgen levels, completely avoid the mint and opt for ginger or chamomile tea instead, which naturally reduces inflammation while keeping your hormonal baseline completely intact. By systematically identifying and removing these 5 hidden hormonal disruptors, swapping out soy isolates, upgrading to grass-fed meats, avoiding flaxseed, choosing wild-caught fish, and cutting out mint, you instantly fix the invisible leaks in your nutrition plan. You stop working against your own biochemistry, unlock your body's true physical potential, and finally experience what it feels like to operate with optimal peak testosterone levels every single day.